Thank you so much for joining me on what is such a special day for you. You're officially signing to Division One college, the University of Tennessee, and that's an absolutely astronomical achievement. But before we discuss it, I want to discuss the road you've taken to get to where you are now. So to start us off, would you be able to tell me about what life was like when you were growing up in Nigeria and if you have any standout memories?
Life growing up in Nigeria, like I would say my parents were like the best parents that I've ever been around. Like, when they say mother, father figure, like they've been the best. They brought me up the best way possible. My father taught me how to be a man. My mom, nurtured me, brought me up into faith. Like me, a strong believer in Jesus, like, strong family. And it was a great one, even regardless of when we're like in the hard times, when like things were, not going really well, but they let us know that, things will definitely get better, like they give us this mentality of hope that no matter the situation you are in, you know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You can't just like, sit there and give up. So like that was our mentality as a family growing up with my siblings, I had a strong connection and we still have it till now. So like even where we weren't like the we weren't living like the most extravagant life, but we're still grateful to God that, He kept us and provided for us all we had. So growing up in Nigeria was it teaches you how to, live amidst like I'll say not really like a rough life, but it conditions your mind to be able to live wherever you go. So me growing up in somewhere like Lagos, anywhere I go, I know that I'll be able to live and live well because like it's conditioned my mind a different way. Like it's not really easy out there, but regardless, you still have to thrive. So yeah, that's how it's been for me.
I'm glad that you touched on your relationship with Jesus there because I noticed in your Twitter bio it says, "All glory to Jesus." And it's fantastic to see how he helped you as you were growing up. But how's your relationship been with religion now? And is Jesus still with you, do you feel, when you're competing in these big matches? And how is he going to affect your journey going forward as you progress and get into the bigger leagues?
Um, he's with me now. Like my name is Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God is with us. So like I know that my name really goes, with me, and like it's a strong pillar in whatever I do. Like I always put my mind to that. Like God is always with me. So like wherever I do is to, give thanks to Him, give glory to His name because like me being here is by His grace. I did all I did, and it's not that I'm the hardest worker in the whole world, but me doing what I do, I'm putting my faith in Him. He still writes my story the best way possible, and continues to use me to inspire people that he is still, working through people and athletes. So, I mean, I plan to be like an object. Like, I want him to use me to show people, his work. So, me going out there, showing my life, being in the best place I could be, still glorifying him and showing others that, God is working. So, yeah.
It's fantastic how open you are about your faith, and it's amazing to hear about the journey that you go on with him. But now, looking at your time as a sportsman, I know you were a talented basketball player, but then you ended up getting scouted. Could you tell me a little bit about what that process was like and how you were noticed by a two-time Super Bowl champion?
So, I used to play basketball in Nigeria. So I reached out because I saw on Instagram story educational basketball in Nigeria. Coach Olutobi and Ishelo, one of the best coaches in Nigeria. They're the ones that have the program. So they posted it on like the IG story, like this is an opportunity for athletes, one time, like once in a lifetime opportunity. So that time I was so into basketball, you know, but my mentality of not putting all my eggs into one basket, I was just like, cool, let me just send over my videos. You never know. So I sent my videos to them and they were like, oh, they loved it and invited me over. So, I never knew it was football. I thought it was basketball because it was a basketball program. So me getting there, I was like surprised. But, talking to my parents and with my team, my guys telling me, just try out, you never know. And I decided to go into it, put my 100%. I met Lucy at his camp. He saw my potential, went to the NFL Africa camp and I did my best, and I was given the opportunity to take my talents to the NFL Academy and got got here in like the best student I could be because I'm new to the game. So I just put my head down and did the best I could do, and God provided me with these opportunities, and I'm grateful.
That's fantastic. I mean, what was it like for you from a confidence perspective to be noticed by somebody who's obviously so successful in the game? And can you tell me about how that impacted you when you were playing in the NFL Academy in London?
Me playing in the NFL Academy, I didn't want to like, put my mind to all that stuff because like if I was thinking about, how I came here, all that stuff, people that brought me here, I won't, it will give me a sort of pride, like ego. But I just, put that all aside, put my head down, saw myself, as a clean slate, started working, putting new stuff in, and now I'm blessed to be in the position I am.
Absolutely. And you have some pretty amazing statistics. 6'5", 230 pounds, a 45.5-inch vertical jump. There's some crazy statistics.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And now you've reached the biggest point of your career. This is the pinnacle so far. Signing with the University of Tennessee. You're going to be playing college football at what is an incredible standard, Division One. It's what everybody dreams about. How do you feel to be in this position now?
I feel great, came quite fast. Me just like playing basketball not up to a year ago, and now I'm going to the University of Tennessee to play football. Like it came quick, but I know it's all for a reason, and I'm down to work. So I'm just trying to not be nervous, just keep that day up and keep on being like confident in myself and what God has given me as my abilities and my gifts. So put them to work, and the best should come out of it. So
Obviously, the announcement has come today. I'm obviously speaking to you because of that. What's it been like to have all this media around you?
growing up, I wasn't. I've never been in. I've never had such a thing in my life. Like I've never been around, such. So me, like being around all this now is, it's like a dream come true. But at the same time, I have people that put me through, how I should be in front of the camera, help me build my confidence. People like OC has been through all this process, Chris, so they know what it feels like. So they like tell me how it's no big deal, but just be yourself and let everything flow. So that's all I've been doing.
Absolutely. You've already spoken to me about your relationship with God and Jesus. You've spoken to me about how well your family did raising you and the mentality they installed in you, and the fact that a two-time Super Bowl winner sees potential in you. That just says it all about what you're capable of achieving. So what does the future hold in store for you?
I'll say like you never know. He holds greatness. So like with God being by my side, I know that all things will turn out for my own good. So as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, put in my 100%, and he just keeps working in my life. So I know it's just forward. I keep moving up. So I feel like the sky is a starting point. We just there's no limit to what you can achieve as a human being. So yeah, that's my mentality.
Well, Emmanuel, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. It's deeply appreciated. I wish you all the luck in the world for your career going forward. But before I let you go, is there anything that you would like to add that potentially I haven't asked you about, or anyone that you would like to shout out?
Oh, if it's shout, like I have to like do it for so many people. But I mean, shout out to educational basketball, Olutobi and Ishelo Boadebiton, like the brothers, the coaches of the program. They are the ones that prepared me for life outside Nigeria, sports wise, and gave me all I needed to know, and it really helped me. Shout out to my parents, my family, my siblings. You know, they've been all I knew since growing up, and I'm just grateful. So I think that's all for now.